Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's episode. I have a question for you. Is it possible to learn English without speaking a single word at first? It sounds strange, maybe even impossible, but many learners around the world have tried it, and the results are surprising. In this episode, we're going to explore something called the silent method. We'll talk about why silence can sometimes be more powerful than speaking, how it connects to the way babies learn languages, how you can use it step by step, and how silence can actually build more confidence than jumping into speaking too quickly. So relax, sit back, grab a notebook, and let's dive deep into this unusual but fascinating approach to learn English. Now, think for a moment about a baby. When a baby is born, they don't start talking right away. For the first year of life, they are completely silent. But are they doing nothing? No. They are doing the most important work, listening. They hear the voices of their parents, the sounds of the TV, the songs on the radio. They watch mouths. They observe body language. They copy facial expressions. And then, after months of silence, the baby says a first word. This could be mama, dada, milk. That one small word is not small at all. It's the result of hundreds of hours of listening and absorbing. So here's the question. If babies learn this way, why can't we? Why can't English learners give themselves a period of silence, a time to absorb the music of the language before forcing themselves to speak? Silent might sound like weakness, but it's actually power. When you are silent, three important things happen. You remove pressure. You are no longer worried about grammar mistakes, about your accent, about embarrassing yourself. You give your brain the freedom to just take in the language. You build input. Your mind is like a computer. If you don't put enough English in, you can't expect English to come out. Silence forces you to focus on input before output. Lastly, you sharpen listening. Too many learners focus only on speaking. They forget that speaking without listening is like singing, but without hearing music. It doesn't work. Silence trains your ears first. And finally, silence builds confidence. When you finally speak, you're not guessing. You're using words and patterns you've already heard 100 times. Let me tell you a story about Ahmed, a learner from Morocco. When he moved to Canada, he felt shy. In the first month, he decided not to speak English at all. Instead, he listened. He watched Canadian news every morning. He listened to the radio on his way to work. He took notes of new words, but he never forced himself to use them. At work, people spoke around him. He didn't answer in English. He used simple gestures, smiles, even French sometimes. After 1 month, something amazing happened. He was in the supermarket, and the cashier asked him, "Do you need a bag?" Without thinking, he answered, "Yes, please." It was natural, automatic. He didn't prepare it. It just came out. Why? Because he had heard the phrase dozens of times. That moment gave him confidence. And slowly, after weeks of silence, his English voice was born. Now, let's talk about how you can practice the silent method in your own life. Imagine this is a 30-day challenge, and for 30 days, you're going to focus more on listening, observing, and collecting English than on speaking. So every day, you play 20 minutes of English audio. Now, this could be a podcast, a YouTube video, short movie scene. Don't pause, don't translate, don't even take notes the first time. Just listen. This is called immersion. Your brain is connecting sounds, rhythm, and meaning even when you don't realize it. So, exercise 2, the silent observation. Go to YouTube and you watch interviews in English. Look carefully at the mouth, the eyes, the body language. Don't just hear the words. Watch the person themselves. See how it's being produced. This is powerful because your brain learns more than just vocabulary. It learns the rhythm and the emotion of English. Exercise 3, silent shadowing. This one is fun. You play a video and you copy the speaker's mouth, but silently. So you don't produce any sound, but you just move your lips exactly like the speaker, and then you can pretend that you're talking. Feels strange at first, but it builds muscle memory. Later, when you finally speak, your mouth already knows the movements. And finally, exercise 4, vocabulary notebook. Every time you hear a new word, you can write it down. Don't say it, just write it. Later, read it silently and imagine how it sounds. After 2 weeks, you'll have a personal English dictionary just made from listening. Lila was from Turkey. She studied English for years in school, but never spoke because she was afraid of the mistakes. When she moved to Germany, she tried something new. She promised herself she would spend 2 months in silence, just absorbing English from podcasts, music, and movies. Her friends laughed. They said, "How will you learn English without speaking?" But after 2 months, something beautiful happened. She joined a conversation class, and her teacher asked her to introduce herself. She spoke slowly, but her pronunciation was clear and concise, and she used phrases she had heard in songs and movies, and she felt confident. Her silence was not wasted. It was preparation for her. At some point, you must break the silence. Silence is not strange, I'm so sorry. Silence is a stage. It's not your destination, though. Here's how to do it. After 2 to 3 weeks, start repeating single words out loud. After 4 weeks, try short phrases. How are you? I don't know. That's interesting. After 6 weeks, try short conversations, maybe 3 or 4 sentences. When you finally speak, you will notice something magical. It will feel smoother. It'll feel more natural because you've already practiced in your mind 100 times. Of course, silence alone won't make you fluent. You cannot learn to swim by watching the water. You must eventually jump in. But silence can make the jump easier. Instead of fear, you enter with confidence. Instead of guessing, you already know the melody of the language. The key is balance. Silence first, then speaking. Listening first, then expressing. Let's create a practical 30-day plan that you can follow. Week 1, listen for 20 minutes daily. Maybe collect 5 new words, but don't speak yet. Week number 2, add silent shadowing. Move your mouth with the videos. But again, no sound. Week 3, whisper single words very, very quietly. Keep listening as the main focus. Week number 4, break the silence with short phrases and record yourself once a day. By the end of 30 days, you will have more than 100 new words, dozens of listening hours, and the courage to start speaking. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself 30 days from now. You sit down, play a recording from today. You sound nervous, maybe hesitant, maybe silent. Then you play a new recording from day 30. You speak short phrases, your pronunciation is clearer, your voice has confidence. You smile because you realize silence was not wasted. Silence was your secret weapon. My friend, don't be afraid of silence. Silence is not failure. Silence is the beginning of fluency. And if you feel too shy to speak, please don't quit. Start with silence. Absorb the rhythm of English, the music of English, the life of English. Then, when the time comes, you can speak boldly. Your silence will have prepared you better than you can imagine. Thank you for joining me in this episode. If you found this useful, share it with a friend who's learning English too. Maybe you can even try a 30-day silent challenge together. Remember, silence is not the end of learning. It's the start of a new voice. See you in the next episode.